Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is your host, Majestic, speaking with another episode and another stream for MechWarrior Online. And today we're hopping into the public test server now that all of the new weapons are currently available for all of us to try out in all of their glory. So we're going to take out some builds, test out the new equipment, test out the new weapons, test out as much as we possibly can, just to get a little bit of a feel to see what's possible. What can we do with our mechs with this new tech, and what are we comfortable with? Before we actually dive into the games, really quickly wanted to say a huge thank you to every single one of you guys. Just hit 4,000 subscribers today, and I have all of you guys to thank for it. So thank you guys so much. I really, really do appreciate it. It means the world, the fact that you guys have supported me over the past, what, year and a half or so? Almost 2 years now. And we're at 4,000 subscribers. It's a huge milestone for me in the channel, and I have all you guys to thank for it. So thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. Everything is back up and running. All systems are nominal right now with my system and everything. So everything is all set and ready to go. Steam Labs is all up and running. So Super Chat is working. PayPal is working. The notifications will come on the stream if anyone has anything that they would like to contribute to the channel for, obviously, for financial, support and stuff like that. So anything you guys want to donate, you're more than welcome to. The links are in the description in case you do. And I just posted my my leaderboard winning Florentine build in Patreon. So if you want to support on Patreon and you want early access to that video, just posted it today. Patreon link is also in the description. It is at the $5 tier level, in case any of you guys do want to help out in that capacity. I said I'm going to put all my Majestic series builds up on there first for maybe 2 weeks, a month. I'm not really sure yet. Just when I feel the time is right, then I'll release it onto the rest of YouTube, but they have first access to that build. I did actually wind up winning that leaderboard for the Florentine, which is actually kind of crazy. So if you do want to support, definitely go check that out. But that's not what we are here for. We're here to test out the new tech. And first, before we hop in, just want to say hi to everyone who's tuning in. Daniel Fernandez, Justin Grelick, Domineus, Hydra, there he is. How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Hydra, I got your email. Sorry, I was traveling the past couple days for with work and everything, so I didn't get a chance to respond. I will respond to you hopefully after this, actually. Yeah, so I guess while we're waiting, we'll just go into... So how I'm getting way ahead of myself here. How I outfitted my Blackjack Arrow. This is one of the #1 weapon loadouts that I wanted to test. I wanted to see how the heavy machine guns work with the arrow. So I have 6 heavy machine guns on there and 2 light PPCs. So we will be testing out each of these weapon systems right now. I also have an inner sphere targeting computer on there. Now there is no beam boost on the inner sphere targeting computer here. So you have advanced zoom boost, the sensor range, the targeting time, projectile speed, and everything like that. Versus the clan, which I believe has the beam boost. So I'm kind of curious as to how this is going to work. I'm sure people are going to use them, but I feel like the clans still might have a little bit better I guess time with all that stuff. So let's hop onto a map. Let's do... Why don't we do... what's a good map? Crimson Strait. Where's Crimson Strait? We'll do Crimson Strait. Why not? Hey, what's going on, Xeno? Welcome to the stream, sir. I work with ransomware in our Vancouver location, and the email server started getting picky on the filter. Oh, man, I'm so sorry to hear that. You've had a couple tough times over the past couple days, Hydra, and I hope it all gets worked out, man. Really, I do. Yeah, we'll chat after the stream is over. For what we're going to be doing right now, I just need to hear and see these things in action. And to my right is... Or no, to my left, rather. There he is. The Atlas. It's here. These things better sound... Oh! Oh my gosh. I love that! That's sweet, man. That's so cool! Wait a minute. Very interesting. So they do have... Okay, so there is a little bit of spread damage. And very minimal heat. Wow. See, wait, so I'm holding the button down right now. And I'm not gaining any sort of additional heat. I'm almost hitting 0 every single time. Oh my gosh. But I am within the minimum range, so I do need to back up a little bit. There it is. Oh, man. I like the light PPC sound. And then coupling that with these heavy machine guns, the sound pack on here is fantastic. Can't do that up close. Oh, man, I love these things. Wait, what did I have it on? 4? Oops. Yeah! There we go. Oh man, these things just tear through once the armor is breached. Holy cow. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That is what I am looking for. Look at that. Very, very interesting. Let's see how the range is on here. 92 meters, so you really have to get up close for these things to have some sort of impact. So like here. Just gonna tear through that armor. Oh my gosh, it's like instant. Oh no, okay, you gotta take off. Light PPC is going to be very, very powerful, especially with the heat, the heat there. Wow, man, that's and the cooldown time.
Target acquired.
Yeah, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be nice. Hey, George C, what is going on, man? Holy cow, a blast from the past. George C, in case you guys haven't or don't know George, he has been a supporter. He was, George, were you like one of the first 100 subscribers ever on the channel? I think you were, from last I checked, and I haven't seen you really since like the first like 3 months. This is a huge blast from the past. Glad to have you, man. Glad you're still tuning in and checking out all the videos and stuff like that. That is pretty sweet that you're still hanging around, so thank you very much. Oh, and we got a George, thank you very much for the dollar. Dollar for an hour. No, I'm just... But these things are beefy sounding. I just know I'm going to churn through the ammo on this thing. It's going to be absolutely insane. But that's our test for it. So obviously the light PPCs, they are not like the snub-nosed PPCs where you can be within a minimal range or anything like that. Hello, Miss McKenna. Man, these things sound so nice! Just tearing through. So you can't, obviously, you have to be within, or you can't be within a certain range here. So what is it? It's probably like 90, something like that. Yeah, let's go to 100. Yeah, there it is. It's around like, yeah, it's around like 90 or 100, something like that. And then just tearing through them with the heavy machine guns up front. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be awesome. So much fun to do. Yeah, I have to get involved with more sound packs and stuff like that. I really want to try those out. But yeah, so that's our first one. How about some music? Do we want some music in the background? Is that what everyone might want a little bit of? Just to throw something casually on in the background. There we go. So I think my favorite of all the weapons, though, is going to be the racks on racks on racks. Like rack 2s and rack 5s and stuff like that. I think that's probably what's going to do it. And first thing I want to do... I'm going to turn the music volume down on here. There we go. Just conflicting everything. So let's go with the... Let's go with our Cyclops. How about we do a Cyclops? Actually, no. So we did Ballistics. I guess we'll stick with the theme of Ballistics. And maybe we could do a Mauler. Let's try the Mauler out with the 6 Ballistics. Alright, so let's strip this baby. And let's go with maybe rack 2s and rack 5s. And there also are the LB10s, the LB20s, and everything to boot. So, and we have ultra autocannons as well now. So, this is gonna be fun. Let's maybe do one. A UAC that. And then we could do what? A light machine gun? We didn't do, or a light gauss rifle even. Oh no, we still have extra space. So let's do, where's a light machine gun? There it is. Got that, and then another rotary AC2, and then we could do an LB... no, we could do... a UAC 2. There we go. So we have a lot of stuff to cover here. Let's get everything. So we have a light machine gun there, some rack ammo. Let's just try it all. Rack 5s. UAC 2s. How are you guys liking it? Have you tried it out? All this stuff out in the PTS yet? If you haven't, get on here. I know I'm gonna love the rack, so I'm doing more rack ammo. All right, I'm just going. I'm going. What? Not enough heat sinks? What do you mean? And we could fit. Yeah, we're going with an XL. No, a standard 180. 32 kph. Oh boy. Oh, we need some shiitake. I just want to go, man. I just want to go. I'm getting way too ahead of myself here. So we just took off the LB or the autocannon, and instead we will go with a light gauss rifle. Sure, why not? And then we'll do the ammo for it. Light gauss. And then we'll take this off. And then the light gauss again. And then I'm sticking with standard heat sinks. No, yeah, there we go. Uno, dos, tres. Let's go. Let's just get out there. Look at how ridiculous thing looks. No. Ugh. Whew, that would have been bad. Crimson straight again. Ghost heat linked and limited to 2. Okay, can't do LB40 Jaeger. Can't put 2 LB20s in the arms. Okay. Can you do 4 LB5s? Yes, probably you can. All right, let's try each of these bad boys individually. Oh yeah, cruising speed. Let's see how this works with the UAC 2. Woo! I kind of look at the pump on that. The rotating barrels. Okay. Interesting sound. There he is. Okay, so there it finally jammed. I kept clicking it. I kept trying to double tap, so. And there was one click. Okay, so. Okay, so yeah, it is kind of similar with the jamming and everything. We'll go with light gauss now. gonna take off the UAC 2. Ooh, very nice. I like the sound effects here, I have to say. It kind of sounds like it has a little bit of an energy kick to it. Right above his head. Going to go for the eye. Very nice. Okay, now, here it comes. The UAC 2s. Oh, I'm so excited. The anticipation is killing me. Oh! Oh, that's gonna rattle some cockpits. And as it seems, the gauge fills up. Once it fills up, that's when you have a percentage chance of it jamming. So only once it does fill up, because up until the bar fills up, it will fire. So it does warm up for half a second. And now it just keeps firing. Look at that. Still got one of these babies firing. Still going. This thing is just plowing through the ammo. Oh my goodness. And now the other. Okay. Well, we overheated ourselves. Woo! Guys, you know what this means, right? You know what this means, right? Daddy's gonna be home. He's gonna be really home after this patch update. He's gonna be so home, it's not even funny. Now we're going for the other leg. Ooh, okay, a little meteor. And look at that. Check out that bad boy. Oh my gosh. As if I couldn't get more hyped about ballistics. They give me presents. Presents between... Wait, we're going to have to do them all. Now, the heat is going to be a factor here. I have to watch. I want to see. Okay. So, firing a bunch of them at one point in time. Now, what happens if we only do one of each? Like the Rotary 2s and the Rotary 5s. Gonna wait for this. Come on, heat, go down. I want to see how fast it goes from square one here. 3, 2, 1. There we go.
Critical.
Okay, so really, I feel like the intention here is, unless you're doing Rotary AC2s, maybe 2 at a time. Probably 3 will be a little heat intensive. But I feel like that's going to be the ticket. 2 at a time. This is going to... Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. Just put a crap ton of ammo in these bad boys. Let's hear the light machine gun. Ooh, okay. I like that. Yeah, shoot him in the eye. And I'm not hitting his eye. I like that, though. Wow. Okay. So we're gonna have some fun with everything now. I want to get a kill. Well, first let's kill the Atlas. Right in the eye. Take him out. Okay, so you can see our heat is climbing a little bit. Heat neutral map. I like that. That's gonna be awesome. Imagine like lights flying around you and you're just like, yeah, die. That's all I'm thinking about, really. Carries, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, my lady. Yes, I got your email. I'm gonna be responding to you, so I have to respond to you and Hydra after the stream is over. Woo. Heard they say something in the stream. Sorry, what are you guys talking? There's a bug with the racks for the moment for the heat. I heard it in Kenna's stream. Oh, so it's supposed to be what? It's supposed to be less or more heat intensive? Oh, Carrie, you nailed it. Honestly, I'm gonna talk to you. There's a couple things that I might switch up, but as for what I'm seeing, I absolutely love it. And I'll tell all of you guys about it when the time comes, but not right now. So let's play with some other stuff. Let's strip this bad boy. Let's see. Let's go with an LB20. Even though that takes up like everything. I really like that the heavy machine gun. So wait, light machine guns and regular machine guns are the same weight. Interesting. And then heavy machine guns are a ton, where the light and regular machine guns are half a ton. Okay. So pretty much the light machine guns just have a faster rate of fire, and a little, was it more range? So yeah, I'm gonna put heavy gauss on. There it is. We're just gonna go with these two weapons. That's all I could fit. 1, 2, 3. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I feel like this music is very appropriate for this game. And then we're gonna go with a big, beefy engine, like the 315. Ooh! Look at that thing. I mean, it's not much, but... How's everyone else doing, though? I want to see how you guys are doing, if you're enjoying even the concept here with all the new tech and everything like that. I think this is going to be... I'm going to say it right now. I really don't think it's going to be game change, like, to the point where, you know, everyone's going to have to learn from the get-go. Like, everyone was talking about how this update is going to literally make it, like, an entirely new game. From the principle of coming up with new builds and new metas, yes. But do I think it's going to completely alter the game? No, I don't. LB20. Ooh. Ooh. I like that. Very nice. And the heavy gauss. Whoa! Wait, did the cockpit just shake? Oh my gosh, it shakes! So the heavy gauss rifle, it's almost... It sounds like a frickin' plasma cannon. Oh my gosh. So the heavy gauss rifle really sounds like a plasma cannon, but man, I guess to power it up is just like, and you feel it too, like it feels just like so much juice is going into this heavy gauss rifle to get that slug out of the barrel, and that's what's shaking the cockpit. Oh! And the spread on the LB20, there is no spread to any other component. Now, I'm guessing if we back up a little bit, now we're gonna kill him anyway. Let's see how it is here. Should go same spot.
Target destroyed.
Look at that! Look at where the spread was. It only hit a little bit on the left torso. Is there something over here? The cicada.
Target acquired.
Okay, so there was a little bit more spread. I did see that. Oh, man. Okay, so LB20 heavy gauss combo engaged. Just tears through components. Oh, this guy's gonna... And even just that. So the gauss is hitting the torso. 3 rounds of LB20 ammo through that Cicada 2A. I'm guessing it just has the standard configuration for armor. Let's try a charge-up shot and fire both of them. Okay, well there you have it.
Target destroyed.
I like it. You know, the heavy gauss, the cockpit shake and stuff, it has less range than a light gauss and a regular gauss, but whoo! Man, Daddy's gonna be storming home. He's gonna be breaking down doors. He's mad about something. I want to try the UACs. I want to try the UAC 20 and the UAC 10. Hey, he's back! There he is! Beholder Pingu! What's going on, man? I have never seen you in the stream before, and I've never seen you, Zio Galti. Welcome to the stream, ladies and gents. Heavy Gauss Cicada, yeah. For all you newcomers, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Ton of more content to come out that I'm going to be playing around with, so definitely stay tuned. I do have some links in the description if you want to check them out. Released a new video today for the patrons, and that is on my leaderboard-winning Florentine build. It's also a Majestic series build, so if you want to check that out, check out the patron links. I also have a couple other links there that are all working now. All of the notifications and everything will pop up on stream if you actually use one of those links. So if you feel so inclined that you would like to help out the channel in any capacity, feel free to do so. You don't have to. I'm just throwing it out there in case any of you guys want to. But let's dive back into this. What have we yet to try? The UAC 20, the LB2, the LB5, and that's about it. I mean, other than the LB, like another LB weapon, like the LB10 or something like that. We've already tackled all the ballistics. I was so amped up about all these because I ran through them so quick because I wanted to get to the next one. Let's do 2 tons. UAC 20. There we go. LB5, LB2. Let's see how these bad boys work. Oh man, I'm so pumped. So pumped for this. Hey, what's going on? Holy Grail, welcome to the stream, sir. 9ball, welcome to the stream. 11, welcome to the stream. Age of Missile Daka. Yeah, I've heard the MRMs are fun. I want to try them out first for myself before I give any sort of indication of what I'm thinking on them. So let's see the LB2. So every third round, if you just hold down the trigger, is when you actually get the sound effect. Interesting. Because I guess they just fire so quickly. Let's... Hello.
Target acquired.
Okay. That's the LB2. Well, let's try out the LB5. So every third shot as opposed to every fourth shot. But it is sounding pretty legit. I like that. Now the UAC 20. Ooh. So a 3-slug burst on the AC-20. Okay. Interesting. So he lost his leg. Ooh, wait, I like that combo, actually.
Critical.
Does spike the heat a little bit, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Oh, I'm out of AC-20 ammo. And look at that, look, firing off these slugs. Very minimal heat
Target destroyed.
increase. LB2, LB5 inner sphere combo.
Target acquired.
That's just constant shotgun suppression. Oh my gosh, this is nuts. Look at these things, they just keep going, and then look at the heat spike. It's going, is it going down? It's staying at like 58. That's like the most that I'm seeing on this thing. Yeah, the UAC sound nice. The UACs that I really like the machine gun sounds between the light and the heavy machine guns. Sounds very, very beautiful almost. Rough and lethal. Yes, Beholder. I agree. Something tells me those sound effects will come across the board with the... No, they're not going to make them identical, but they'll make them kind of similar, I guess you could say. But what was I gonna do? So yeah, that's all the, ooh, I like, wait, look, check out the look on that autocannon. All these, they're pretty nice. The barrels, nice aesthetic to them, nice sound, very meaty, beefy. I'll take it. Now we need an energy boat. I want to do an inner sphere energy boat. Let's do Battlemasters, the Banshees. What am I thinking? The Banshees. Yeah, here it is. Eight energy hard points. Let's get this guy all set. Here it is. Okay, so we have heavy PPC, light PPC, snub nose PPC. So we got all the PPCs covered. Then we're going with ER smalls. Put that in the head. ER medium. ER large. And there it is. That's everything. Everything else is pretty much... Yeah, we already have everything else. So it was really these 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I just want to make sure. So 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Wait, what do I have? Yeah, so we're all set. And I'm going to just work with that so we can see how everything works all together. Put a 360 on there. Throw some heat sinks in. Just see how we do. I just want to experiment with these, see exactly how they perform, what they do. There we go. Now we look official. So let's see how it goes. Let's go to the testing grounds. We'll go straight to Crimson again. ER medium is fairly good. ER small and ER medium. Heavy flamer. There's no heavy flamer. But we have to see how this works. Ooh. We're gonna go with the... We're going weight order, so we're gonna go ER small first. Where's my friend the Atlas here? Right around the corner. There he is.
Target acquired.
Okay. Duration. And I like the sound. I like that. Very nice. 220 meters of range. I could see a lot of that. ER smalls maybe on like the energy boat Javelin, even the Locust variants, Commandos. That's gonna be that. I mean, from what I can see, it looks like it's gonna be pretty nice. Let's go with the ER mediums. Duration. And almost 400 meters of range there. Hit him in the eye. I like that, though. Okay, so... You could drag it across multiple... Yeah, oh, wow, okay, so you can make, like, slices. And it goes across the entire mech. Very interesting. By the way, the snub and heavy PPC has the same CD. making cannon. Wait, what did you say, Java? I didn't even see what you wrote. It is my half shift. Yeah, Knight, let me know what you think, dude. Duration is the same as standard lasers. They set that up with energy balance past this one. Good to know. It just I guess it just feels like it's longer. Okay, that didn't seem as long. And now let's go with the ER large. Yeah, that especially. Whoa! Look at the mark that leaves. That's a thick beam coming out of this thing. Wow. Man, that's a meaty looking beam. Wow. I like it though. Look at the impact that has. Like if I'm gonna try and brush across as much as I can. Like that definitely leaves a mark. There's no doubt about it. We already did light PPCs, but just so everyone knows, that's what it looks like. That's what it sounds like. Nice. Okay, then we're gonna go with the heavy PPC. That sound effect is like a 3-second sample. That'll... Ooh! Headshot. I guess that's what happens if you keep aiming for the head, right? I like that, though. Meaty little cannon there, little particle cannon. And now the snub nose. Now the snub nose you can get within that minimum distance. I like that sound. Okay, interesting enough. You can get within, right? But it just does less damage, so you can technically brawl with the snub nose. I think that's the main takeaway there. You know, you're not doing as much, but you're still rocking the cockpit with an energy weapon within a minimum distance. What happens if let's see all the pretty colors, even if that means overheating. And I didn't overheat! So everything just went off on this guy. I want to see the raw damage that this thing does catapult. So let's get firing everything. Fire everything. 1, 2, 3. Okay, red center torso on a heavy, especially a catapult. I'll take it. Heavy does splash like Clint. Yeah, the heavy does do splash damage. I did see that. It's actually spread across even to the arms, and I focus on the center torso. I mean, so it goes through the armor, leaves you with a cherry center torso, firing everything if you use one of each weapon type. Yeah, okay, so that's all the energy stuff. And now let's go over to the missiles. You know, we got everything in that one round, so we could test everything out and just see the ranges, how everything acts, and the heat that it brings, especially on a boat, on an inner sphere boat that had 17 double heat sinks. Pretty decent, you know, for the heat management. So I like it. Yes, it will be. Well, we're gonna do some test builds after this, and you guys can tell me what you want to see on this, and we could boat some light PPCs on this thing and see what happens. But I just want to get at least a little glimpse at everything first. So the, was it that 11? Oh, where is it? Is it this one? 7? Yes, it is. So I'm gonna strip all this. And, ooh, this looks fun. So the LRMs are all already there. We're going to do Rocket launchers on this side, which are one shot and done. So once you use them, that's it. And then we're going to go 40, 30, 20. Oh, no, we can't. There we go. The MRM 10. That. No, so I'm going to put the rocket launcher on that side. I'm going to put the 30 on that side, then the 20 on that side, and then the rocket launchers. Do the 20 here, the 15 there, and the 10. There, we fit everything. So we're all set. MRMs 40, 30, 20, and 10, and then the rocket launchers 20, 15, and 10. And then we also have streaks that we can look at. You know, it's not streak 2s anymore for the inner sphere. It's streak 2s, 4s, and 6s. So that's definitely, we can do that afterwards. We're going to go with just MRM ammo. That's all this thing needs. Because the rocket launchers, as I said, are already equipped. They have the missiles in there. Let's look at where the... Okay, so... max range 450. And they all have a 450 max range. Optimal range is 450, plus the little buff that you have there. Rocket launchers, max range is 360. I don't know. Guys, I'm curious. What do you guys think rocket launchers would be used for? Because I'm looking at this, and if it's one shot, it's more of like a death blow, right? Damage 35 versus damage 30, but you can reload these. I don't... That's a little confusing to me. Light engines, there it is. But these take up slots, 10 slots. So we still have to go with standard for now. And we're gonna go maybe with a 2, this one? No, we're gonna go with that. And we're just gonna see how this works. Yeah, but again, once you're using those rocket launchers, I personally don't see myself using it, so I'm wondering if you guys do plan to use them, what would you be using them for? You know, one and done doesn't sound very appealing, so... If you got nothing else to do. Ray Vaughn, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I mean, suicidal mechs, filling up all of the missile hard points with rocket launchers. I could see that. Let's go with, we're gonna do the MRMs first. Okay, trajectory, not so bad. I like the sound though. Does spread out a little bit across the mech. We have 481 meters to work with. This guy's a little farther. I like that. Staggered firing, so they're not a huge group, a huge bunch at the same time. But I like that. Let's go with MRM 20. Ooh! I kind of like that. We can like fit in some rockets. Okay. It's winter. It's cold. Maximilian, welcome to the stream. So that's the MRM 20. So it's only going to get beefier with the MRM. Ooh, that's a lot of missiles. It's taking a while for this guy to go down. Let's see where our heat goes firing everything. Fire everything! Oh my gosh. That'll ruin someone's day. Oh. So then we can only imagine what the MRM-40 is gonna do. This is gonna be ridiculous. Thinking about 100 missiles. We're gonna wait for our heat to go all the way down first, see where it goes up to. Oh, oh my goodness. So 2 salvos, and that's what... You're not even at 100% heat. People are gonna have a field day with this. How could you not? 100 missiles! Holy cow, look at that, it's just a stream of... Imagine hitting a stationary target with 100 MRM. They're not getting out of the way of it. Like LRMs, at least you have a chance to get out of the way. These have a direct line of fire. How do you avoid that? You can't get out of the way of that. Like imagine, what if this Atlas was coming at you like he is now? It's like, oh, you're gonna dodge these? No, it's more like, hey, enjoy. Holy cow, this is gonna be ridiculous. Okay. Well, I think we got the gist of that. So the rocket launchers does some damage. But again, I feel like these are more of like a killing blow. Like even that didn't... And you can't use anything, like you can't reload them, as I mentioned. I don't know. I just don't see myself really using rocket launchers. I'd want to refill them. I'm more inclined to going with MRM-10s than rocket launchers. Like, look at that! That's gonna be so much fun. One more time. And he's not dead. Oh, we're gonna overheat ourselves. For science! Taking down the Atlas. That was fun. It's gonna be wild, right, Carlos? So yeah, I don't think it's gonna shift the game to the point where it's like a whole entirely new game, but as I mentioned, I think it's going to, there's obviously gonna be a curve, and the combinations of weapons, metas, and all that stuff are just gonna be completely undiscovered, really, and everyone's gonna have the opportunity to figure out what works best for them. Look at that, that's just monstrous looking. Oh, yeah, we're gonna play around with some builds after this. But time to go with some other... Well, we know what the Streak 6s are and everything, but I will, So if you look at the MRMs, yeah, the MRMs are heavy. I mean, there's no doubt about it. 10, 12. So MRM 40s. Okay, an MRM 20 versus an LRM 20. You get 3 more tons out of it, but obviously you lack a little bit on the range. I'm thinking MRMs are going to be a new approach with missiles. Honestly, I just think we're gonna go Streak 6s, by the way, and Streak 4s. MRMs are, I feel like, are gonna replace LRMs in a lot of positions. Yeah, no MRMs for clanners, but I would hope that the rocket launchers have a lot more punch, like 50 damage or something like that. But doing like 35 and stuff. Like, that's not appealing enough for me to lose 3, you know, hard points for what? To, like, if I really had, I mean, unless you're going suicidal, you know, that's what I'm thinking you would use it for. The meta is destroyed. Absolutely 0. I can agree with that. And yeah, Seth, no MRMs for clan, so can't do that with your Mad Cat. I could try it after this. The MRMs with Artemis. Rotary AC2, rocket pod.
Target acquired.
See how this works. Whoa, okay, so everything's all kinds of spread out. Look at the back of this thing. I hit the front? What?
Airstrike online.
Shoot the SRM-4s first. They're all over the place. Stand back a little bit. We have 288 meters to work with. That's it. Do they... But they still spread apart. Still the same spot, too. It makes like a star on his back.
Critical.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Critical.
That's just 3 SRM-4 or Streak 4s. Does it do the same for every opponent type? I can't track my targets. This is ridiculous. Where's the toggle? Target lock. Gotta reset this.
New target acquired.
Yeah, they still make that star. And a lot of heat. But they do a lot of damage. I mean, on bigger mechs, I don't see them being as potent. But on the light guys, as it is with the clans, they're definitely going to do some work. Yeah, exactly. Nothing to see here. 2 for each limb. Yeah, no Artemis bonuses. That's what I'm hearing so far. I didn't even look at that when I put them on there, so... But what if we did... This is going to be the test, because this is the biggest, you know, mech, the biggest missile boat mech in the game. If we did all of this. And they only, okay, so there's the trade-off. It's 1.5 tons for, but see, that doesn't make, so, rocket launcher 20, 1.5 tons, MRM 10, is twice the tonnage, but you can refill it. They have to make these guys more appealing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I am saying. I'm gonna put heavy PPCs on this thing. Just see how it works. See how this works out. Probably not too well, but I had to guess. Let's just fill the rest of this with double heat sinks. Oh wait, we could do 80, what, 87? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Let's just see how it works. Just stacking this thing up. And going right in front of that Atlas. That'll be a good determining factor. I'm not going to aim for the head. I want to see how much damage this does. You know, just loading this thing up and seeing how it works. Now, in case you guys didn't know, we're clearly in the test phase now because we went through all the weapons. You don't need ammo for rocket launchers complete. Come on, man. What's up, Panzer? Welcome to the stream, sir. Alright, so I'm not going to put the heavy PPCs on here. So this is a rocket launcher, what is it, 135. Hello.
Target acquired.
I think there's a sufficient range, because I mean, if you're committing suicide, you're really going to face tank on someone. 3, 2, 1. That killed my ears. It was awesome to watch, I'll say that, but look. The Atlas is still alive, and you only have 2 heavy PPCs left. In which you do need to back up. Hey, heat is stacking up a little bit.
Airstrike online.
Man, the heat on these things. Oh, got him, but gauss, the heavy gauss sounds pretty meaty. Yeah, I like that. I'm about to try the Rotary King Crab. Yeah, the gang is all here. Everyone's tuning. 64 people tuning in right now. Awesome to see you guys here. Let's try the Rack 2s. The Rack 2s, especially firing all of them, is going to be ridiculously heat intensive. I'll say that right off the bat. Let's go for it. Strip everything. Rack 2s. Actually, engines. Let's go with a light engine. Yeah, who cares? I'm just trying it out, seeing what it does. And then what? Maybe some MRMs or something? And a ton and a half of that. So 240 shots, because obviously these things are going to chew through the ammo a bit. Not enough heat sinks. What are you talking about? There it is. And then, there we go. Let's get out there. No, there is no reload, but there is, yeah, failure, that's what I want to do next. I'm just going to see what they look like on the Mauler. I want to put a couple racks on there. 38 kph, exactly. Yeah, the ghost heat is going to be insane. Watch how fast the heat spikes on this. I can only imagine. I did 3, or no. Yeah, it was, 3. I did 2 rotary 2s and a rotary 5 before. And it just shot up. This is going to be hot. I can just tell. 1,
Target acquired.
2, 3. Oh man, it is fun. I have to say that. And then I got the MRMs. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, like I'm even like chain firing a couple seconds while the MRMs reload. Even if you do 3 and 3, or maybe group it into 3 groups. So they all jammed. So that's one way to go about it. The rotary 2s. 3 rotary 2s is okay. Like you could see the percentage climbing, but it's not as drastic as, you know, that. It just spikes after a while. What? Answer. That's just interesting there. Look at the... I absolutely love the smoke trail that comes out of those barrels. Look at that, that's awesome.
Level critical.
So let's get out of here for this. Yeah, Ghost Heat is a little buggy right now. What's up, Holy Grail? I want to try quad rack 5s and see how that works. We did 3 and 3 with the rack 2s. Now let's see what the quad rack 5s do. Because I think this might be a little more viable, except we can't fit it. We could do rack 5 and a rack 2. We could, no, actually, let's go to the MX90, because wait, that might not fit there either, right? No, maybe it will. Let's try it. We'll see. There it is. Yes! They fit! Quad rack 5s. That's all I want in my life. I don't even care about speed. Doesn't even matter. Look at those barrels! Guys, I might have a boner. That is... oh, this is gonna be fun. Just watching these babies heat up. It's gonna be nuts. Look at the heat management on it. It's just ridiculous. 3, 4. That's good enough. 0.31 heat management. I'm sure this is gonna go well. But I really love the look of that. Oh, Daddy's home. Daddy is home. This is gonna be so ridiculous. Yeah, it's gonna be really hot. I just wanna see it. I gotta see it. And it has to be on the target. It can't just be shooting it. They start speeding up as soon as you tap that button. Let's see how quick it takes to... Hello.
Target acquired.
Oh! Oh man, that is saucy looking. And look at the Atlas. He's already got an amber CT, so obviously chain firing. I'm gonna wait till it completely cools down. Wait till it cools down, and then we're gonna go until these jam, and then go with the others until they jam. Just keep cycling through. It didn't even jam! Oh. Oh boy.
Target
It didn't even
acquired.
jam! Well, once you see one jam, then you start powering up the others. That's what I'm guessing. Maybe? Heat, like, only shooting one? Looks like this. Mind you, I didn't really put a lot of space on here for, heat sinks to make this thing any more heat efficient, but yeah, this is a nasty view right here. Just gonna okay, one of them jams, then you switch over to the other two, and then you cool down, I guess. These come out next month. That's why the public test server is up, so that we can all kind of experience it. But I love the look of that. That's just, I know it's ridiculous, and you're never ever. Whoa, look at that! It leaves a trail in the sky. That's dual rack 5s and dual rack 2s. That's what I'm projecting a lot of people to use. Actually, I kind of want to try it. And then we're going to do some missile boating. And then some light PPC boating. Ultras will still be somewhat viable. Well, the ones like the UAC 20s and stuff like that. If you're referring to just the UAC 5s, I still think the rack 5s and the rack 2s are going to be more fun. But how many points is it per slug? Does anybody know what the actual damage is per slug that comes out of the barrel? Because it's not 5 damage per slug, obviously, because you could just tear through some stuff if that were the case. Does anybody know? If anyone does know, while I'm fixing up the kaiju with rack 5s and rack 2s, I want to hear. Let's try rack 5s and rack 2s on this. Rack 5s, rack 2s. There it is. Take the MRMs off. There it is. My question, in case anyone didn't hear it, how much damage per slug on the rack weapons? Damage per second. Oh, okay. Alright, let's put some heat sinks in here. Crank up the engine a bit. And then we'll put some heat sinks. There it is. This is gonna be ridiculous. Look at this. Look at this thing. Comes in. Rack 5 is just shy of 10 damage per second. Okay. Yeah, I can see a lot of overheating. But if managed correctly, because obviously if you're using all rack weapons, you're not leaving yourself much tonnage elsewhere. I mean, that's just the name of the game. All right, so let's see how it goes with the rack 2s and then the rack 5s. And then we're going to do a rack 2 and a rack 5 at the same time. So here's the rack 2s by themselves. Jammed, switching over to the rack 5s. And now everything is jammed. But look at that Atlas. He got torn up. And the heat was decent. I mean, I mean, I could see this being the deal. It's really, once you start using 3 at the same time, that's when you get the ghost heat. But now let's do that. So I want to see the rack 2 and a rack 5 at the same time. Okay, so rack 2s and a rack 2 and a rack 5 at the same time does not work as well as I thought.
New target acquired.
I'm kind of curious why. It just got exponentially. Look at that! It just sped up. So that's the ticket. If you ask me, I think that's going to be it. The rack 2s by themselves, and then the rack 5s, which is weird. Yeah. That's definitely the rack bug, because that doesn't make sense. Why the 2 rack 5s? Like, look at that. That's 2 rack 5s. Am I missing something here? And then that's the 2 rack 2s. And they just keep going. But if you do a rack 2 and a rack 5 together, they just whoop! He would just climb that scale so quickly. So the 2 rack 5s, you would think, makes that exponential curve a lot quicker. I think it's a bug. I don't think it's because they're on the same side. Padrake. I hope I'm saying that right. Welcome to the stream. Have never seen you in the stream before. Welcome. Glad you guys are able to make it. I hope you guys are subscribed to the channel. If you are, great. If not, I highly recommend you do, because there's going to be a lot more videos on this in the near future. But now it's time. I kind of want to see. Well, I did promise the light PPCs, right? Let's strip everything. We just go all light PPCs. 1, 2, 3. Windlick, welcome to the kingdom, sir. Glad you decided to join. Everyone welcome Windlick to not only the stream, but to everything. He's here, fellas. Oh, we need to... I'm ready to go, and it's like, nope, you can't, sir. Let's go with a light engine on that. Oh, man, that's gonna be nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, and there we go. That is full. Save that. Look at this thing. It looks ridiculous. Looks like it's got like some kind of disease. Oh boy. Welcome to the Majestic Militia. Oh my, wait, yeah, we can't boatload them on a direwolf, unfortunately. It's not for the clans. 1. So we're gonna group them up between 1 and 2, just to see how they work like that. So 1 brings us up to 35%. I really like the sound of all those together, though, I have to say.
Acquired.
That's 4 of them. I want to see a raw... It is definitely going to overheat us, but... Let's see how it works. Does he power up quickly or not? The ghost heat is probably ridiculous. Yeah, the light banshee start. Okay, so a very long time before this thing powers back up again. But let's try 1, 2, 3. Why don't we do that? And in the meantime, I'm going to... Just because we're in the test server, you have to recalibrate all your stuff. Where is it? Weapons group. Weapons group. Weapons group. Might... There it is. See how we do. So, let's see. Okay, so that's 3. So we're ready to go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All 3 of those brings you up to 60%. 1, 2. Pretty nasty. Critical. 594 meters, that's pretty substantial too. And you're just gonna keep rocking the cockpit. So think about it. PPCs do actually rattle the cockpit a bit.
Critical.
Down he goes. It might take a little while, but...
Target acquired.
So yeah, there is a glitch right now. I like that.
New target acquired. Critical.
Okay, so chain firing is the ticket if you're gonna boat the light PPCs. An excellent harassment mech. Alright, 9-ball. Take it easy, man. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. So even like that's what I don't think the rocket launchers are going to be a highly used weapon. Maybe on a light mech or something like that, instead of doing like SRMs or MRMs or anything like that for the tonnage. Very light. And it's pretty much to fill up those spots. Like if we look at, what is it, like maybe not a Jenner, but like something that combines more than one. So you have, is it the 3S, I think? No, the 3. So 1V, 1V, 1E. Where's... Even a Panther, something like a Panther. You have 2 missile hard points, both in the center torso. Probably put some rocket launchers in there, if I had to guess, right? So let's see how that works. So look at the slots. So you could put 2 rocket launcher 10s in there, unless you wanted to go with an SRM 2. Or something without Artemis, an SRM 4 without Artemis. Hey, Q the Misanthrope! Welcome to the kingdom, sir. Glad you decided to join us. But I'm thinking along the lines more of how the MRMs will be integrated. Like, wait. Where is my friend? The 11, no, the, what is it, the 11, what, B? No, the 10P, there it is. I'm gonna strip this off. I want to try MRM 10s in this. Ooh. But I can only put, I don't have any tonnage. Here, look at this thing. Oh my gosh, a half-ton engine in an XL100. We can go 54 kph. I don't even mind. We're gonna do 4.5 tons of ammo and just work with that. I already stripped off all the armor. 4. Oh, not enough heat sinks. Crap. Dang it. Never mind, I guess we're not doing that. Will the heavy PPCs fit? Yeah, probably. Yeah, we haven't gotten to the clan stuff. Maybe we should get over to the clan stuff. Shouldn't we? We should. I'm gonna go with a supernova. Strip everything. ATMs. Here we go. 1. ATM 9. ATM 6. Yeah, there it is. William Warren, welcome to the kingdom, sir. Glad you decided to join us. Look at that. Look at that shoulder. Cranked full of ammo there. So at least get a glimpse at the ATMs. And then on the energy side, we can do a light tag. Interesting. Clan flamer, heavy small laser, heavy large laser, micro laser. ER micro laser. I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do that. So clan large laser, heavy large laser. Clan heavy machine gun. Clan light machine gun. And is that it? Clan Gauss rifle? Yeah, they don't get the light or the heavy Gauss. So clan machine guns, no, we have all this stuff already. UAC 20s, light machine guns. All the LB weapons, yeah, it's really just these 2. So we get to experience a little bit of everything here. So we have the ATMs, and now let's get the machine gun ammo in here. Light machine gun, heavy machine gun. And just keep putting some ATM ammo in it, because I know I'm probably going to have some fun with that. With the ATMs, there is a gradual... Obviously, the further the distance out, the less damage you're doing. So it starts at 38 if you're, what is it, within... it says optimal range 270, so within 270 you're doing 38 damage. with the 12, 29 with the 9, 18 with the 6, and then it steps down right before that 375 and goes to what, like 29, 28, something like that, and then it evens out from 340 to 1125. It's the same amount of damage, which is what, like, it looks like it's probably around, well, that line going across the center is 19, so it's like a little below there. I'd say probably like 15 damage, something like that. Let's give it a whirl. Not enough heat sinks. I'm really happy about that. Oh, that's right, because we could put all this stuff in there. One, two. Let's just pack this thing. $87, $88. All right, let's do it. Let's try a different map here. Maybe we'll go tourmaline. I know, failure. I can't believe it. It was ridiculous. I just saw it today, which is absolutely incredible. So, thank you guys. Thank you so much for all the support. 14 micro pulse laser Nova. Atlas. Crappy range. Yeah, right. See you in a little bit, Carrie's, or Kara, rather. I will be sending you an email. Any chance of them making a 325 game move for the competition? The numbers are already possibly. That would actually be really nice, William, if they did. I would agree to that. Zio Gwalty. Take it easy, man. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope you enjoyed. Oh, here we go. We're live. And I'm going to get rid of everything else first. I want to see what this bad boy does. 240 meters with the light machine gun. Ew. What is that? It sounds kind of like when you click on something and there's an error on your screen and you keep holding down on the button. That's what the sound sounds like. What is that? Nah, Intersphere light machine guns definitely take the win on the sound. Ugh, I'm not gonna use that for now, at least. Heavy machine gun, not too shabby though. High five, yes, high five, William. And then together. Interesting. Micro laser. Woo! I like that. It's like kind of sounds like you're closing a car door. But I like it. And it cools down nice. And the duration is really long. That went from shoulder to thigh in one shot. Interesting. Micro pulse laser. Let's give that baby a whirl. Okay, so it literally just sounds like a small laser, or a small pulse laser, but faster. Yeah, it's like... Blah, 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 blah. Okay, got it. Heavy, large laser. Please tell me they made this purple. If you guys know already, don't tell me. I really hope that they made the beam purple. Oh, disappointment. Man. Although I love the sound. And look at that heat. Wait, check this out. We're down to 4%. Just one heavy large laser puts us at 20%. Yeah, that'll do some damage. Alright, now what I've kind of been waiting for. ATMs. So obviously if we're within the 400, or what is it, the 375? Okay, there's a little arc on those. And it sounds like there's like a little laser backfire almost. Listen to that. It's like it. Interesting. Okay. See the 9? I like that. Okay. Very minimal heat, it seems like. Kill the Atlas.
Target destroyed. A new target acquired.
Sounds like a doorbell. that war horn. Let's try them all. I put the mushroom cloud on all our spy bags. Jessica, you've killed me 12 times in competition between. Really? I had no idea, William. I mean, nothing personal. It was competition, clearly. But hopefully we're on the same side at some point instead of against each other. Let's try all of that. Let's try all of these. Yes. Ooh, that does a lot of damage. So a 12, a 6, and a 9. And what does it put our heat at? Okay, so it brings it up to like 40. But it still does a lot of damage. I mean, you are firing 27 missiles. These bad boys connect, man. And the cooldown is pretty decent. And this is still within optimal range. Let's walk back a little bit. Let's walk back to like here. Yeah, the trajectory on these weapons definitely aims down towards the CT.
Target acquired.
Okay, so this is 500 meters beyond optimal range. Let's see what this does. Okay, now we got the target. Okay, still does a decent amount. That's a nice trajectory there.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
So that's 600. I kind of want to go towards, like, near the threshold of range here. Yeah, I wish there was a purple lightsaber. Oh, we can't target him this far? Why not? So that was an alpha with them. We're gonna move into it until we see. So it's around like 800 meters that we have a visual. Let's get to the very optimal. Okay, so it is. It's 800 that we can at least get a visual. I'm gonna back up to 800. No! Stop screwing with me. We'll go like this. This is close enough. So, why you do this? 1. Okay, so let's see what they do to the center torso because it's still yellow. Take it easy, Panzer. Thanks for tuning in, man. Hope you enjoyed. So these are still pretty powerful. Does it feel like they have a straighter trajectory than a LURM?
25%.
So, and even she's saying when I'm shooting them, she's saying LRM ammo. So she knows it's a longer range weapon. I feel like there's a shorter trajectory there. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Yeah, they do, right? They do get very straight. So now we're within 600 meters. Or within 700 meters. Now we're within 600. Yeah, it's definitely a shorter trajectory. Okay, so the trajectory, even if it's not ridiculous like the LURRM trajectory, it's still pretty decent. So now we're within 400 meters. This is within optimal range. Yeah, that's... It seems like they're a lot closer. Okay, but they do not work within a minimum range. Because I did just fire off that salvo and they didn't hit. That was around like 200 meters or so. Interesting. Okay. Take it easy, George. Thanks for tuning in, man. Uh-oh. This is an unexpected error. Dang it. Can you guys still hear me? Probably. They're probably patching the Rack 2 bug as it is. Yeah, the ATMs seem dangerous. I honestly, I think MRMs are going to be ridiculous. To be honest with you guys. That's my personal take on it. That's what I'm thinking, at least. That the MRMs are just going to be very, very powerful. You know, you have the extended range. It's just a barrage of missiles. And the heat intensity on it, yes, it does get up there. But if you only have a missile boat and you put those on there, I have a hard time seeing a strong counter to that. Don't forget the... what's it called? There's a light active probe now for the, what's it called? The clan side. And then there is also targeting computers for the inner sphere side. So if you do want to use these, you know, you do have the option to. Just a little heads up there for you. You have the light tag. Obviously, we're not going to use that. And then the rest of this, like what's it called? The heavy mediums and the heavy smalls and stuff like that. It's the same thing, just the burn duration is a little bit more. But I kind of like the look of the heavy medium lasers, if I'm going to pick anything, because it's the same as a medium laser, just less range. It does take up 2 slots as opposed to 1, and on a lot of clan mechs, slot space is a premium, so definitely take that into consideration. But yeah, MRMs are going to be ridiculous. Oh, that's exactly what I'm going to use them for, Moses. I kind of want to see what this is like, maybe with MRMs on here. Just fit whatever we possibly can. So it takes 3 slots. MRM 10 goes in there. MRM 40. put an MRM 40 and an MRM. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. And then another MRM 40 and an MRM 30. An MRM 150. Oh my goodness. That is the new... Mark my words, ladies and gents, this is definitely going to be a troll build that is taken on the battlefield. And the heat is going to be ridiculous. Ferrofibrous? No, we don't want ferrofibrous. Just takes up so much slot space. Maybe if we bump this up to... There it is. Then we could fit another half ton of ammo, I guess. This is gonna be ridiculous. Yeah, I could do that afterwards, if you want. Yeah, I kind of just want to see what that looks like with the MRMs. MRM 150. On Crimson. Heat neutral. Jester, there are no MRMs for clan, so it's not part of the clan tech. It's only for the inner sphere. Oh my goodness. And we have 1,200, almost 1,300 ammo to work with. Oh, this is gonna be nuts. I have to see this. This is gonna overheat so bad, but it's gonna look so glorious at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so every shot does a lot of damage. 13% health taken away from the Atlas on the front. Even if we do the 10 by itself, maybe? The 30s? That was so many missiles. And in a straight line, you are not going to be able to avoid that. It's just... Oh. This is just too much fun. Guys, I don't know. I think I might have a new favorite weapon that I'm going to be using. Yeah, exactly, Alpha. Oh my gosh. It's just so many missiles. That's
Target acquired.
I have to see that one more time. You guys realize that, right? We have to see. We have to see the MRM. And you don't, like, you're shooting 150 missiles, so if you have 1,300, it's not that many Alpha strikes. But let's... One more time. One more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Misfire. Had them all. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was too good. Yeah, you can do it on a chain fire. Chain fire brings it up to about 62%. I'll wait until the heat goes all the way down just to show you guys one more time. Yes, I have, Ghostly! You can scroll back a little bit in the stream. It's still going to be there because it was the last thing that we did. All right, here we go. 1. So I was a little quick with the chain there, but you get the gist. It still works. So this cicada is at... We'll go to 300 meters if we can. And he's a fresh target, so... That was the MRM 40. Just the MRM 40s. So let's try it. 1. Brings it up to about 70 if you wait until each and every weapon system cools down. I did the 10s, then the 30s, then the 40s. That brings you up to 70, so... That's the deal. Jester, I did micro laser. I did a micro laser in a little further back. It was the last thing I did along with the ATM, so... Oh my gosh, these things are just gonna wreck.
Heat level critical. Target destroyed.
That's just so many missiles.
SRM
Now, I definitely think... And let's see this. MRM 10s are going to be a lot more space saving. They're going to be a lot more. There are going to be a lot more tubes. I think. Would there be? But I'm not sure. Like, I'll get back to you guys on the tubes. But MRM 10s are going to be a lot more space saving, weight increasing. Going to have a little bit more ammo, and the cooldown time is going to be less. So that is the last thing I'm going to try for right now with the MRMs. MRM 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, look at that. Look at how much tonnage and space we have now. Too heavy. Okay. We'll go to, like, there. No. Actually, we're gonna go up to, like... Yeah, 350. How about that? 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so heat efficient. Even if I did this... That's gonna be... okay. And that's going 63 with a standard 350. What if we did a light engine? We could do a light... Let's see. A light... Something comparable. The light 345 takes up a little more space, but look at that. We have 5 more slots to fill. And I'm going to fill these bad boys up. And then pump up the engine a little bit more. Up 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, what, 5, 6? That. And then I could change this over to a full ton. And then increase the... So that's 40. Why? Because we can. Let's see. I want to see how heat efficient this is on an Alpha Strike. That's really what I'm looking at here. Look at that. It looks glorious. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50... 60, 70. It looks so nice. And I want to do it on a heat-intensive map. 6 LB2s, 2... Yes, I could do an MX-90 after this. It was one of my first things to try. Yeah, you got it pretty much right. Let's see what an Alpha does. Okay, so still brings it to around 60%. But again, you're firing off 7 MRM-10 pods. And we have almost 5,000. So that's 70 missiles per launch. And I think how I would do it is 2, 2, 3, 3, 4.
New target acquired.
This is within minimum range, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, it just lights things up. And again, that direct line of fire is what I'm looking at here. And as you can see, that was from 3 salvos. You're just annihilating things. Literally, that's what you're doing.
New target acquired.
Wow. So the heat efficiency on this is pretty nice. Like I'm starting at, if I start at 30%, it goes up to 63%, and that was on a chain fire, and that's just a constant barrage of missiles. Now if I do my first and second weapon groups, and then third and fourth, let's see how that works out. Yes, you're getting to around 40. It's just so much.
Heat level critical.
Now that's a lot of damage too. Like,
Target destroyed.
dang. Assault missile boats. Oh, take it easy, Seth. Thanks for tuning in, man. Hope you enjoyed it.
Target acquired.
Yeah, there is no minimum range on MRMs. We have to fire one off. Yes. That's just a lot. No minimum on these guys. They go a lot farther. It's a staggered fire, so it's not a wave of missiles, which I think is great for suppressing your opponents. So let's see. 1.
Target destroyed.
That's the deal. I like it. That's what it looks like, just firing them off. Then again, the Alpha Strike. That's an Alpha. 7 MRMs. Yeah, right? By the time they hit, you just see like a pop. So what did we want to see? What did failure? What did you say? You want an MX-90 with what? LB2s? Oh, the 6 LB2s. Okay, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I had quad rack 5s on here before that we tried out. So if you want to check that out, just go back a little in the stream. You'll see it. That's what I'm doing right now. It's all the builds that you guys want to see. So I think what did he want? Scroll up a little bit. 6 LB2s, 2 MRMs. Oh gosh. So 6 LB2s. So these might take up all the space. Yeah, they are taking up all the space. And you can't fit MRMs if that's the case. But it's... But then with this, maybe go with maybe so like 2 light PPCs or something like that for more splash damage. I mean, it's more splat, so. And you would have to go with a standard engine. That's what you're looking at. Yeah, this thing's gonna turn some stuff into cheese. I guess maybe to make it more heat efficient, might go with ER mediums or something. Something along those lines. And increase this bad boy a little bit. And then put 2 heat sinks in there. That's about right. Single heat sinks. OP. No, I'm just kidding. We'll take those out. We'll do the doubles. We can put 1 in there and then 1 in there. The snub PVCs take up a lot of tonnage, though. 6 tons. So I would put those on there, but with the space, look at those high mounts. That's going to be terrifying. It's gonna give off a little bit of a what's it called? An ultraviolet kind of look. No, they have not updated yet. Smurfy, and it won't be available until it's actually released in July. So. Unfortunately, we cannot fit everything on this mech. Ooh. So I'm thinking you could, with the cooldown time, you could cycle through the LB2s with only 3 groups. Very minimal heat on that. Wow. This thing's gonna be a wrecking machine. Oh my gosh.
Target destroyed.
1.29 on an assault with LB2, so that brought us up to 50%, and that killed the Atlas. We didn't have to power down or anything.
Target acquired.
360 meters of range to work with there.
Heat level critical.
Man, this catapult just got annihilated.
Heat level critical. Target destroyed.
Wreck. You see an alpha strike? Sure. Where's the closest target? Is there one in here? Dang it, I wish there was a target over there. I think the closest one is over here. This, what is it, a cicada or a Jenner or something? Oh, come on, assault. So that's how quick the cooldown is on this thing. So here is a alpha.
Target acquired.
Let's wait until the heat goes all the way down. I didn't see what it was. Can you see what you can do with the Archer Tempest? If I have one, sure. So 9% is where we start, and on Alpha it gets 2. So that was 2 rounds of LB10 actually. So just on 1, so it's at 5%. Brings it a little above 20, but absolutely tears through stuff.
Target destroyed.
And that is that.
Crank it up.
Could work. Could definitely work. You have to put a standard engine, though. You can't do a light or an XL engine because you just don't have the slots for it. And what do you guys want to see? An Archer Tempest? Is that? Archer Tempest. Here it is. This is still my old build that I have on here. Wow. Let's strip this off. So let's open these up. Light engine versus XL engine. So the XL 340 is 20.5 tons. The XL 340 or the light 340 is 27.5, and then if you look at the standard engine, it's 34 tons. So it's around 7.5 from the XL to the light engine, and then another, what, 6.5 from the light engine to the standard engine. But with light engines, it's definitely going to add a new element to the game entirely. If I put the biggest one in there, gonna put some heat sinks in here. 1, 2, 3. We can put the ECM on there. I'd probably do something with that. Because we only have 3 missile hard points, I'd probably do something like this. Maybe like 20, 20, and a 10. MRM 50. And you could obviously tone this engine down a little bit. Like, I would say a minimum of 70 kph before speed tweak. And then that would actually be pretty nice with the light PPCs. 1, 2. Actually, I probably wouldn't do that. I'd probably go instead. Or I could probably do like light PPCs on one arm and then ER mediums on the other. Then you only have 2.5 tons of ammo. Light PPCs are 3. Maybe we go with 4 ER mediums. It's gonna be hot, I'll tell you that. And then we could do some MRM ammo. And then maybe, or a half ton more, just to round it off, and then 2 double heat sinks. We can see how it does. Can we do stealth armor? Yes. Oh. And that filled up the rest of it. So it takes up 12 slots, but it was able to fill everything. So this has ECM and stealth armor. And then the same loadout. I didn't have to take anything off of it, so it just worked. It just took up the extra slots. Wow, that worked. What did it say? 1 or more slot violations? What does that even mean? Invalid. I guess I do have to change something. Or more slot violations. What is happening? Critical loadout error now. Okay, well, I guess that was that. And I had the ECM on there. I had the ECM, I should say. Ferrofibrous. I did standard. You need 12 slots for that. In which case, so plus 12. If I did that, I don't understand why that wouldn't work. I could do that. And do triple MRM 10s. I guess that works. Bump up that engine again. And just fill the rest of this bad boy with ammo. There you go. I don't understand. One or more slot violations. Whatever, dude. That's all right. We're moving on. I did take off Pharaoh. There's nothing else. There's nothing else there. Nope, no double consumables. All locked. Has anyone tried the stealth armor yet? I don't know. I think that might be a glitch. Like it currently has one more. Has slot violation in the right leg, in the left leg. Oh. Okay. Good call. Put those in here. And that's gonna do it. That's the best we could possibly do with this. And still more slot violations. And now it doesn't even say anything. It has one or more slot violations. It's still the same thing. But now it doesn't even say where. It just says slot violations. I filled everything else out. Everything has the armor that it needs. Maybe just not up here? Can you not take that? I don't... This is weird. Because look at that. It says 68 out of 78 slots, but everything is full. You can't do anything else. It doesn't matter. There's nothing... It's full. The whole thing is full. Structure, armor, and everything. But it's still showing 10 slots available. Nope, it's not the arm. It's not the ammo on the left arm. I don't get this. Yeah, I think maybe I'll do that. I'll just strip it and just work around the stealth. You know, that's the only other thing I could think to do. So I want stealth armor, endostructure. 1, 2. Go with that. ECM. I'm going mediums, ER mediums. There's that. And then we're gonna go with the engines. Even if I take that out, it still says dynamic structure in the CT. So I started with just stealth armor in there, and I'm loading it out this way. So now I can just work around it, because there shouldn't be any kind of issue there. Put the heat sinks on. I still have some tonnage to work with here. Everything is full now. And it still says it. Are you kidding me? What? What more do you want me to do? It just says slot violations. I'm over it. I'm over it. Whatever. It's invalid. Screw you, public test server. I was really looking forward to that. In the meantime, whatever, Tempest. It is a bug. It's definitely a bug. Because there's no way that we started with the slots first. I kind of want to see. We can't do it on there. What about the Raven, maybe? I kind of want to try one of these guys with... So you can do a light gauss locust. Look at that thing. That's great. And then we'd have to put a 3-ton engine in there. Not even. Wow, this would be a horrible build. But in the meantime, I'm thinking maybe light... light PPCs? Let's strip it. Just start from the get-go. Light PPC. Ooh, look at that. Aw. It looks like it's just like trying so hard, and then 2 heavy machine guns in the center, maybe? A ton of ammo. And then a 6-ton engine. So, I mean, it's kind of... We could strip these arms. No armor in the head. We could get to that. Gets us to 6.5. So there it is, 7 tons, 2 heavy machine guns, and 2 light PPCs. Obviously no ECM if you decide to go with this particular build. No, Rack 2's on the machete. Actually, that's going to be the last one, and then we're going to call it a night. Oh, let's try out the machete. Ooh, I'm kind of excited about this. Let's outfit it first with what we want. Let's do... Yes. Yes. That's what I'm looking for. So maniacal. MRM2s. ER Smalls. That's what I'm looking for. Three tons of ammo, roughly? We could do, guess that works. Let's see what we got left. Ooh, a very, very tiny engine. No steel standard. Let's go ferrofibrous. What is going on around here? Oh, the light engine. Hey, Solid Jack, what's going on, man? So I like the rotary 2s. The MRMs take up a lot of tonnage. So there, a 250 is the least we can do. Or the most we can, yeah, the least we could do to get the minimum double heat sinks required. So the light ferrofibrous, that's a little better for us. And then we could do streak. No. Just one MRM. And then a ton and a half. Oh, I just got a little excited about this. I'm gonna try it with the MRMs. Let's give it a whirl. The dual racks. I might go heavy with rack 5s. Maybe SRM 2s. One, and then I'll put this as 3, and this is 4. Yes. Say hi to Dirty.
Target.
Woo. So this is constant DPS mode, going 77 kph. I like it.
Airstrike online. Target destroyed. Heat level critical.
I can't tell you how excited I am. Yes, Lantine, it's very rare that I'm not really going to use rocket launchers unless I put them on a light mech for like a one-shot quick kill. Pretty much to solidify the kill.
Target acquired.
Oh.
Heat level critical.
Ooh. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I really like the sound of the launcher. See if a light drops when it fires a heavy gauss. No, I could do that for you, Moses. feel like Mech Warrior is one step closer to being like... I don't know. This whole public test server and everything. You have to download the portal, Solid Jack. I like the look of it too, Failure. I'm right there with you, bud. The only other thought I was gonna consider is, so stripping, obviously going with a 250, a light 250, but then going with rack 5s, you know, just for the beefiness sake, and then SRM 2s. No Artemis. And then now if I do that, I only have room for 1.5 tons of ammo for my racks. Could I go regular ferro? No. Light ferro. Yeah, so I could only do 1.5 tons. And how much does each ton give us? 130. That's 200 rounds. I just want to see what it looks like. So go to the Mech Warrior website, and it's right on the, like, where it says download, or if you see the game tab, click the game tab up on the top of the of your browser, and then where it says download game, that's the portal. Oh, I didn't put any SRM2 ammo. Well, okay, so this build isn't gonna work.
Target. Critical.
Just wrecked this Atlas's left side. Yeah, definitely thinking rack 2s on this mech. Guy takes a beating. Ugh, okay. Last thing I want to try is Moses. What Moses wanted. The heavy gauss on a light mech. It's not gonna knock it over, but yeah, I can't do the. I was just testing out a machete build with the new tech, and it's not gonna fly. You know what I mean? We're gonna do it on the maybe the the Hugin maybe. Heavy. Oh, heavy gauss doesn't fit. 11 tons. Or 11 slots we need. Okay then. Let's try an Irby. Nope, it's not gonna work. I guess the heavy gauss on a is there a light mech that you guys know of that could actually fit this? Oh my goodness, I need it. Do you guys know of a mech that I can actually fit a heavy gauss on? That would be fantastic if they made it so that the K9 was the only Irby with the capacity to put a heavy gauss on there. You can put a light gauss, but not a heavy gauss. That seems to be the verdict. Strip. Yeah, can't do anything. But I do like the look of this. Let's hear those heavy machine guns again. Who wants to hear some heavy machine guns again? One more time before we quit this stream. I don't... Wait, what fire starter has a... Ooh, the Ember. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. Excellent, excellent call. Rave on. Nice call. Fantastic. We'll go with a... I think with the lights, you can still put an XL. No, you can't. You have to go with a standard engine, because that's the only thing that fits. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll do it for now. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. That gauss. That's too funny. Oh my gosh. Not enough heat sinks. Well, that's not good. Now what? Did they intentionally make it that way? Yeah, you can't fit anything. I don't think you can. Yeah, you can't. You can't do anything. You need the. You need 4 more double heat sinks, or 4 more heat sinks. Yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna try. We're gonna try stripping all of the armor off this thing. Seeing if that works. Yeah, this is the only way it's gonna work. Really, if you want a couple more than like 10 shots. Well, if you strip off all the armor, you get to 27, and then we're going, what, well, this doesn't really matter, right? Double heat, double or single? So we have the, no, we don't have the slots for it. We have to go standard. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll do 4 tons of ammo. There it is. Your heavy gauss fire starter. Just look at this thing. Ridiculous. Yes, this is what you guys have made me do. Oh my gosh, the cockpit shake. I want to see what it looks like on the outside. It just completely shakes everything. No jump jets. But we are doing some work on this Atlas. Wow. believe this actually worked. Yeah, don't get sneezed on and hide. Everything you do has to be within 180 meters, yet you can't get hit. That's gonna be a new challenge that you guys will probably come up with. Like, do 300 damage with a heavy gauss rifle light mech, and you can't die.
Target destroyed.
Ooh, headshot. Alrighty. Well, a great first time into the public test server. So that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the whole thing. I know I sure did. Even just seeing the new tech and how it's integrated into the game and stuff. We put out some builds. We had some fun with some stuff and made some trolley stuff even with the Gauss Ember and everything. But that's gonna do it for the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a blast doing it. Brand new stuff incoming next month. So the damage on the heavy Gauss. That's right. We can check out all the stats on these guys. So the 1.5 damage per second on the heavy machine guns. Light Gauss is going to do 8 damage. Light machine gun is going to do 0.6 damage per second. And then where's the heavy Gauss? There it is. Heavy Gauss does 25 damage. Pretty significant. Dual heavy Gauss smaller. Oops, not skills, loadout. You could probably try that. Oh man, 50 damage with no heat. You have to put a standard. You could technically
crank it up.
You could technically put an SRM2 if you wanted underneath each of these. Put the light ferro on there, and then what? A medium. Yeah, medium. I don't know, because then we only have a couple tons to work with. I guess you're looking more. I don't need the SRM2s. I'd rather go with ammo for the heavy Gauss. 1, 2. They take up a lot of slots. And then, I don't even need a double heat sink if I only use that. 3, 4. We can go standard. And then medium, an ER medium, and another ER medium. No, we can't do that. Change this to half a ton. And then 2 ER mediums. You know, that looks pretty standard to me. You don't even need any extra double heat sinks. This is a poor man's happening. Yeah, exactly. Exactly 0. Did I just bite my mic? No, I did not. So 2 of these things. Oh man. Just brutal. 50 points of damage. Be careful of these heavy gauss pilots, guys. Every shot, all the shots on these things count. No heat emission either. Yeah, you could tear through an Atlas in 3 salvos. And then the backups, does that do it? Nope. And one more.
Target destroyed.
See, so they have a 188 meter range. So right now we're like way out there. We need to get pretty close.
Target acquired.
So in other words, this is a brawling gauss rifle. Interesting. Yeah, I'm sure you could cockpit a mech in a single hit. The reticle shaking. Let's try it. 50 points of damage? Absolutely. Wait, did I hit that one? It's the one above it. Yeah, there it is. Oh boy. And the cooldown is pretty crazy. And you know, I put in what, 4.5 something ammo roughly?
Target acquired.
So we can get these look at the damage there. These things are pretty hefty, these mediums. Stripping components in 3 salvos. I mean, it's a little bit more expensive, but it worked. And I'm gonna go for the cockpit again here, just so you guys can see. This one. Just eliminating heads. This is gonna be the new, probably, flamer build. You know, something with a couple ballistics, some energy hard points, using the flamers to overheat someone, and then cockpitting. That's gonna be the deal. But anyway, that's gonna do it. I gotta take off. So there you go, guys. There's a little bit of a demo in the new public test server. It is open right now in case any of you guys do want to play with it and mess around with the new tech and just see what kind of combinations work, because the meta is completely shifted now. There's no more gauss PPC once this is released into the game. There's going to be so many different combos that people are going to come up with, and it's going to be up to you to determine what works best for you. So a lot more possibilities, a lot more customization to be made, but that's going to do it for now. Thank you guys so much again for tuning in. If you enjoyed the stream, definitely hit that like button. And hit the subscribe button if you're new and you want to keep up to date with all the videos and everything that I'm posting. There are also links in the description for Patreon, PayPal, Streamlabs. All the notifications will come up on stream if you do it within the next 5 seconds. If not, then that's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed everything. I do have a video on Patreon right now that I just posted today on my Florentine crab that did top the leaderboard. So if you guys want to check that out, you're more than welcome to. It's at the $5 level. So again, I just want to say thank you to all you guys. We just passed 4,000 subscribers today. So a big milestone. And it was definitely huge for me personally, and I have all you guys to thank for it, a lot to be appreciated from you guys. So yeah, we have a 4K sub special to do now. So thank you guys so much again for tuning in. Stay tuned for all the announcements, and I look forward to seeing you guys all on the next one. Take care.